Hello everyone, welcome back to Bar. Happy to see you back again. Today I'm going to do my third series third part of my series in my tribute to Estée Lauder and the products she's created over the years, and this one's going to be now in fragrance. So I have a lot of fragrances to show you, and I purchased all of them myself. They're just a great collection of things that smell really yummy to me. There are other fragrances that I've just completely ignored because I just can't do it, you know. Some of them are just really intense. I will tell a funny story though, actually. When I was working with Nordstrom years ago, back when they launched Spellbound, that was a fragrance that was a big launch, and it was not my favorite fragrance at all. It just was not my kind of cup of tea. But we were asking how exactly did the scent get inspired? What was it? What made it so so cool for their launch? And they were so proud of what they create. All these executives are in our store, and so yeah, basically they were talking about how do we explain to Mrs. Lauder that this scent is all about sex. Yeah, that kind of grossed me out because I was young and it was kind of a strange thing. But literally, when they talked to Mrs. Lauder, they told her, they were trying to explain to her in a gentle way how they kind of really focused on that thing, sex actually. So anyway, so when they talked to her, she says, well, what do you think? How do you think I actually named my product Youth Do? Because that's what she thought of when she thought of sex. So anyway, that's kind of weird. But that's actually a literal story that I've heard from the executives that were visiting our store. And so kind of a funny story, but everyone has their own kind of things they like. And I like different kinds of scents, so I have scents that I purchase again that I like myself. So I will show you these now. So first thing I'll show you is when I first worked for another company before that, Lancome actually, but when I got married, I was working for Lancome, and I just didn't. Tresor was okay to. I mean, it was a nice fragrance, but I actually really wanted to wear my Beautiful, because Beautiful is one I love so much, and it's my favorite. So this is Beautiful Love. I have Beautiful and Beautiful Love. Beautiful Love is a little bit. It's just a little bit of a different version of it. It basically has the main juice, which is what we call the juice. The main part of the fragrance actually. But they add different things to it. So they added more orange blossoms in it and a couple other different ingredients in here to make this really yummy and soft. And I love this one so much. So then at one point I was looking for a Michael Kors. I think it was a nail polish set. A nail polish. And it was actually made. It was Estée Lauder colors. And then I got a Michael Kors handbag. And then I also got a wallet from Estée Lauder, and it was a Michael Kors wallet. So basically, she doesn't more than just sell her products with her own name. She also lends her name and her power to other companies to create these things. So Michael Kors doesn't actually make fragrances, but Estée Lauder's companies do. So that's where I came out, and this is kind of a dusty one here, but this is my original Michael Kors fragrance, and I love this so much again. So that's another one that was kind of a surprise to me that we could do that we could have all these different brands made by a huge company. And anyway, so that's kind of a cool thing I thought. So later on I worked for Clinique, and I still do work for Clinique as well, but they came out with Prescriptives. I worked for these guys as well. I was a manager for them in the late 90s. And so Calyx was a fragrance in Prescriptives, and I worked for the company, and I liked the fragrance a lot. So basically I should kind of go back a little bit, but I won't go back too far. This one here basically is grapefruit and bamboo kind of scents to it. There's some other little scents in there as well, but basically the main thing is the bamboo and the grapefruit. So it's really fresh and clean, and just a light fragrance. If you're not into florally things like that, this is definitely floral, but it's more of a kind of an earthy, kind of a grassy floral. So I kind of like grass, actually. That's probably a good way to say it. So I did make notes because I could remember all the notes, and I can't tell you all the notes, but I can tell you some of them anyway. So yeah, so Calyx, a green floral, grapefruit, and just really good for a light summer fragrance. So then when you come back to Clinique, I really, I love the ingredients that are in the Happy fragrance. This is just a small sample of this one here. And I can tell you what's in it real quick here. It's ruby red grapefruit, bergamot, mandarin, boysenberry bush, orchid, Hawaiian wedding flower, lily, magnolia, mimosa. There's a lot of pretty things in here. I don't really like this fragrance as much as I do its big sister, or its, second version of it. So Happy Heart's what I love the most. This is my favorite for Clinique. And this one here has a different list of ingredients, and they're very different. And it's kind of funny that they're just a little bit different, and the ingredients are completely different. So it's a mountain air accord, mandarin again, cucumber, yellow primrose, wild carrot flower, hyacinth, and blonde woods. So this one here really has like no connection to this one to me that I can see from the ingredient list, but they're both pretty, they're both very popular, and this is my favorite, and I wear this a lot to work. So that's a really nice one there. And then when I at one point I was managing Clinique and Lauder together, so I had two brands, and so I was able to get all kinds of Lauder products and get all kinds of fun things to try. So I started off with the Muse. I have Youthful already, of course. So Muse is the original version of our, it's a dual cord, I'll see foundation all the time. I talk about that a lot. A dual cord as far as fragrance. So there's a woody kind of note. I'll actually read it to you for sure so I can get it right for you. So two contrasting accords, a jasmine accord and a sleek woods accord. So it's a lush, floral, woody kind of a fragrance. So I like this one too. I'm not really big on patchouli, and there is patchouli in these products. So there's 3 versions of it that I have here to show you. But I do like this, but I like, I always have a favorite of each combination. So the next one I go into is my Muse Rouge, and this I really, really love. So it has Madagascar vanilla. It has a little bit of patchouli, kind of less patchouli it seems like to me than the other ones do. Jasmine Sambac, which is a white flower that's found in Malaysia, it's found in China, it's found in, I think it's in Hawaii too, so it's in a lot of places like that, but it's just really a really pretty fragrance. And then it's red berries, and the red berries are raspberries and currants. So I just love this so much. This is my favorite of, this one probably, and then my Beautiful probably are my favorite ones there. And then after that they came out with a new one called Le Rouge Gloss. And this one is also really pretty. It didn't sell as well, so we actually ended up putting them on kind of discount a little bit, which is kind of a sad thing, but this one has black cherry in it. So this one here, Le Rouge Gloss, so black cherry, mandarin, rose, jasmine, vanilla. So it's a pretty one. It's a little richer. I do like this a lot for the holiday season. When it's colder, when the air is colder, it's a little bit wintry. It's a nice scent for winter. So that's a nice one. So now we're going to go into, how about summer things now? How about that? So I have 2 different versions of Bronze Goddess. And Bronze Goddess has been a very popular, and I got 2 versions of this as well. This one here is the Bronze Goddess Eau Fraiche. And the Eau Fraiche, let me see here again where this is. So Eau Fraiche basically has coconut milk in it, sandalwood, vanilla, amber, mandarin, orange blossoms, jasmine, and lavender. So that's a really pretty combination of things. It's so super pretty. It comes out every year in the summertime for beach season and like that. So Bronze Goddess makes a lot of sense for that kind of weather. This is the year, and in Arizona it's always sunny like that and warm like that. And the other one, the newer version they came out with, is a Eau de Parfum. So definitely more rich, more things to it, more extra oils and things to give more stain power. So where Bronze Goddess original Eau Fraiche is going to be lighter, you can reapply it more frequently. This one you could probably put on once in the morning, or anyway whenever you put it on, and it stays on really well because it has more of that stain power to it. So here you have an Eau de Parfum, Italian bergamot, like the tea, the Earl Grey tea, ginger, mandarin, and the heart of the fragrance, that's the top notes. The heart of the fragrance is the jasmine sambac, coconut, and frangipani. And then the base is vanilla, cashmere woods, musk, and amber. So all things that I love, and just it's so pretty. So that's a really nice one too. And then as we go on from there, we have Aerin Lauder is Estée Lauder's granddaughter, and she has created a lot of her own fragrances as well. So we have a couple of different options here for you to look at. This is amber musk, and it has like a little almost like a stone, like you're skipping stones at the beach or something like that. It's a very organic looking style that she likes to do. Really pretty, really nice scent for that one there. I didn't write down notes on this one, I don't think, so that's pretty much good. It's amber and musk, and those are nice warm fragrances. Here we have Tangier Vanille, so I think this is Morocco, and they have the cat print in the back there. And this is a tiny little guy. I just love this one too for certain times of the weather, you know, in the fall maybe, and it's a really warm, pretty scent. And then one day when I first moved to Arizona, I was driving through, like we left church, we're driving outside, and I just kind of kept smelling these flowers. I had no idea what the flowers were for, or what kind they were. And finally the pastor, one week, he mentioned the orange blossoms, how they were all coming out. And I'm like, that's what it is, it's orange blossoms. So I spent some time in Las Vegas with my chorus, I think it was my chorus, and I went to the Wynn Hotel just to kind of check out some shops and things like that, and be all fancy, whatever like that. And I went to the Joe Malone store and did not look at the price tag, and it was super expensive. So this is a 3.4 ounce Orange Blossom, and I just use it very sparingly. I keep it under my sink. I keep all these fragrances actually under my sink in the dark, so it doesn't break down, doesn't turn not syrupy, but like they go off and get sour, because when the fragrances are damaged, they're damaged and you can't fix them. So anyway, these are kind of like my favorite little guys here, and again, if I really had to choose my very favorite ones, I would go for my Happy Heart on a light day and my Muse Rouge for other times too. So hope you enjoyed my video, and just think about all those great fragrances that Mrs. Lauder and her companies have created, and if you keep following along, I'm sure you'll see some new ones coming up. So thanks a lot for watching, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye bye.